Hiawatha Bray here, welcoming the arrival of vacation season. Not that I'm going anywhere. I haven't gotten over last year's trip to Congo. Boy, was that exhausting. But I learned a lot, including all kinds of useful information about what you should be thinking about in terms of the technology that you take with you when you go on vacation, whether you're staying on this side of the ocean or heading overseas. I took my laptop along all the way over to Congo, but that's because I'm a writer. If you can avoid it, you might want to consider leaving yours at home. If you've got a tablet or a smartphone, that'll probably do you for any of the digital stuff you might want to do while you're supposedly relaxing. In any case, you definitely want to set up the best security setup that you can for your various devices. First of all, if you're not already backing up all your files, you should do that before you go. If you lose one of your devices, you don't want to lose everything that's on it forever, including the stuff that you collected there before your vacation. Also, you should set up the security features that allow you to find your phone when you've misplaced it, or even lock it or wipe it if it gets lost or stolen. You can set that up on Android or Apple products, and you should get that done if you haven't already. And put a password on them too, so if anybody does get hold of them, it's hard for them to break in and get your private data. One thing that you really want to make sure you do is download some useful apps. There are tons of great apps out there for people who are traveling. For example, if you're going someplace where you don't speak the language, you definitely ought to get Google Translate on board. The latest version of Google Translate lets you talk into the phone, say whatever you want to say, and then the phone will reply in the language of your choice. Where can I get a cup of coffee?
¿Dónde puedo conseguir una taza de café?
There are packing apps that you can install and start using before you leave. They'll tell you what are the things you have to remember to take. You can actually add stuff to the list and then go through to make sure that everything is ready to go and in your luggage before you head out the door. Lots of us are going to buy guidebooks so that we can find our way around an exotic place. Not a bad idea, but it's getting so you don't necessarily have to do it. There's a wonderful app for iOS and Android devices called Triposo. Triposo is absolutely free. The idea is that you put the app on, download the various guides for the places you're going before you hit the road, and you'll have them ready in your pocket. Here's something else you can do with your smartphone: GPS. You already know about that. But what happens if you're in a location where you don't have access to the cellular network? Services like Google Maps and its turn-by-turn directory won't work if you're not connected to the network. But you can get an app called Nav-Free. This is an app that lets you download maps of the entire United States or just individual states, or maps of dozens of foreign countries. Now, even if you're not connected to the cellular network, you can use these maps to get around. It's even got turn-by-turn driving directions. Your phone just talks to the GPS satellite to figure out its location, and Nav-Free does the rest. I've got lots more suggestions. There are too many to go through right now. I suggest you read my column in today's Boston Globe. It's not anything to break out in a sweat over, though. Actually, today's digital devices make these trips even simpler and easier than they've ever been before. You just have to remember to do a little preparation in advance. Then you can get out there and start having some serious fun. From the Tech Lab, this is Hiawatha Bray.